What's going on, guys? We are back here, day number 4 of the cut, and first time in a while that I've done 2 videos back to back. I know that is the standard and we're getting back to it. And to do that today, we're hitting back. So we're going to the gym, we're gonna hit back, we're gonna start with our rowing movements. We're probably gonna do barbell row, onto some dumbbell row, onto some cable row. We're gonna do some pull downs. I'm thinking I might try a new machine for lats. You know, one of the cable ones where you can really get the squeeze, kind of rotate the wrists. They have a few of those in the gym that I just have never tried before, but I'm looking forward to maybe giving those a go. And then a bicep movement or two. Probably gonna do curls, easy bar curls. I'm going to use my clips. I got new clips. You're gonna see the new clips and some scoops. So that's the story today. It is a little bit later. It's 7 o'clock on a Friday, but I would be lying to you if I didn't say I've been, getting the shit kicked out of me, for lack of better terms. Just been so tired. It's been pretty incredible how tired I've been. But woke up this morning, felt like I got hit by a truck, and so I wanted to give myself the max recoverable amount of time before I went to the gym today, because I knew I was going to go to the gym today. So I wanted to give myself some time to breathe, to rejuvenate, recuperate, and get ready back in the gym. But now 7 o'clock rolls around and I am hyped, ready to go. I got my pre-workout here ready to get put down. And I think a little bit has to do with the weather. We all go through these seasonal changes when it starts to get a little bit colder outside. So a little bit of that. I'm having some, some jaw tightness, a lot of things going on in the peripheral. But what we have to do is lock in and focus on what's most important. That's always been the training. And if you keep the training most important, even when you're feeling bad, even when you're down, there are times where you need to take a rest day. But if you get in the gym and you train, I promise you, after that training session, you'll feel a whole lot better. So that's the story. Short and sweet for the intro. We got a lot to accomplish left today. I still want to get an hour of cardio in. I still want to sauna today. I want to put the trifecta together. 3 days ago we lifted, no cardio. 2 days ago we did cardio only. Yesterday we lifted and did cardio. Today I want to get all 3 together. I know yesterday's ending was a little bit of a cliffhanger because I was supposed to go to the sauna yesterday, but I was beat. I've been sore. I've been tired. I don't really know why I'm so tired. Usually I'm trucking a little bit harder, but I am going hard in the gym. We are coming back. We are eating a little bit less. So there's several factors going on, but regardless, you got to push. And as you push, your body will become more resilient and you'll be able to take more punishment over time and recover faster. So that's the story. That's what we're doing. We will see you in the gym, good old 24-hour fitness, for a back workout. Let's get it.
All right, here we are back, ready to hit back, side for back. Back's fun muscle group. So we're gonna start here with the barbell row and warming up with 135, but I think that my sets are gonna be at 245. So here's a warm up. Here we go. All right, first working set. We're getting it going now, getting fired up. Let's light her up. Intensity. One. All right, first set, great first set. It's time for number 2. Lock it back in. Focus on the back. Focus on the movement. Focus on the tension. Focus on the intensity. Here we go. There we go. That's two. Two more. All right, giving y'all the opposite angle for the last two sets. Same thing as before, intense. Let's go. One more, just like that. All right, last set here. As usual, last set, best set. We're gonna lock this in. We're getting a good pump, getting a good feel. Really just feel strong after the first three sets. The strength starts to kick in. The predator starts to return. And all that tired feeling kind of just goes away. That's the best part about starting the workout. So we're gonna rip this. It's gonna be even better than the first three sets. And then we'll move on to something else. Let's do it. All right, next exercise. All right, next up we got dumbbell rows. We're not slouching here either. 110. We're gonna go for 4 sets of 12. Let's do it. Here we go. That's one. All right, here we go. Number 2, better than the first. Let's do it. Come on. Big time weight, big time reps. Let's go. Good reps. One more. All right, next one. All right, so I got a lot out of those 8 sets of rows. definitely got me going up. So we're going to go on to the width exercises next. And I'm going to warm up here 145 and then do 4 sets at 190. So let's roll. Up. Ah. Ah. All right, last one here. I'm going to go with this new machine. See what we can do with it. Another width exercise. That's what's next. Probably do 2 sets there. All right, it's a little bit of a different machine. Still hitting the width, coming out from the side and bringing them in. Focus on the twist. And a little bit of lighter weight, so more squeezing sets. But we're going to do 2 sets of these. And here's the first. All right. That felt all right. Definitely got an isolation on the width part of the lat, but just all right. Wouldn't say it's my favorite exercise ever. I'm going to give it one more shot. Same weight. All right, one more here. Focus on the squeeze, the stretch. Focus. What we need. Focus. Let's go. There we go. Enough of that. Like I said, not my favorite, but it hits it a little bit of a different direction. So we did it. Next one. Okay, so the meat of the workout is complete. We're about an hour, 6 minutes in. And next we got some accessory exercises. We're going to hit the cable pullover, which is really a serratus, but also works the lat. And then we're going to hit 1-arm cable rows, get some rear delt, as well as some more back. After that, we'll do 2 biceps. That'll be the deal. So without further ado, pullovers, 4 sets here. All right, enough of that. All right, gonna hit 1-arm rows on the cable at a little bit of a different angle. We are focused on the rear delt for this exercise, so we're gonna think about really extending the shoulder out of socket and pulling our elbow back past the rib cage. If we do that, we'll get good activation on the rear delt and feel good about it. So here we go, number 1. All right, there we go. Next one, the biceps. Warm up, here we go. There we go. All right, here we go. We're gonna do 115, which is the easy bar, and 245s on each side. Goal is 4 sets here. Biceps nice and warmed up. The whole body's fatigued. You can see my shirt's pretty wet. But let's get after it. Here we go, set 1. All right, more fatigued than I thought. So 1 more set just like that, and then we'll go to scoops. Whew, jeez. All right, so Pat over ambitious with the bicep training, just gas, which understandable. So we're gonna hit probably 2 sets here with 75 for the scoops, because you know what it is. We got a whole day dedicated to the arms, so the biceps will get hit then. So let's just do it. Whew. Yeah, I'm beat down. So let's go. One more. All right, final set of the day. And I think I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna do 12 wide grip and then switch it to 12 close grip, or as many as I can get. So we'll see, let's get it. All right, close grip. All right, back day complete.
What's going on, everybody? Here we are. We're back in the kitchen for the nightcap. I cooked. I had my bison rice, vegetables, onions, jalapenos, garlic, showered, got all relaxed and, not afraid to admit it. Didn't go do the sauna, didn't do the cardio. I was just beat. As you guys just witnessed, I gave it absolutely everything I had in that lift. I was in there for 2 hours and I was, pouring sweat. Changed up my style a little bit. I don't sit down at all in between sets now. I had been sitting down and resting a little bit, throughout the bulk, but now I'm pacing in between every single set, really picking up my pace in general, pacing and then pace. But in general, picked up my pace, still lifting heavy weight. And it's funny, I'm lifting heavy weight now like I was lifting lightweight back at the end of the blitz, which feels good, but takes a toll on the body. I'm feeling the effects from going as hard as I've been going, but ultimately I will also reap the rewards. That's the silver lining to this whole thing. And, you know, I'm feeling good, especially after a good workout like that. Okay, so we went in, we did rows, 245, 4 solid sets. We pretty much did 4 solid sets today for everything. I just wanted to go in and get my volume up because, as you guys know, I'm now doing the cut. And my philosophy is that when you're cutting, you want to do more volume because that'll burn more calories. Now, of course, you want to do the cardio as well to keep the calorie burn up, keep your expenditure up while your intake stays, you know, at a pretty consistent level, which for me has probably been around 27 to 3,000 calories, maybe 3,200, but I'm burning around 4,000, if not 4,200. Let's see what the number. Well, it just flipped over. It's literally midnight right now, so I just flipped over, but I know I hit the 4,000 mark, and that was probably, you know, around 10 o'clock. So, you know, probably 4,200 or so. Because I've been resting. After I went, I was just resting. So, we're feeling good. We did amazing at the lift. We really went in there and hit it. The biceps, I had nothing left for the biceps, but that's good news. It means that I'm going hard with everything else. And that's the bottom line. If you go in the gym, you give it your all, you're intense, you're intentional when you're in there, you'll make gains, you'll make progress. But if you go in, you don't want to be there, you're feeling sorry for yourself, you don't go hard, you take it easy on most of the sets, if not all of them, you're not going to grow and you're not going to improve your physique. Whether you're trying to grow or trying to lean out, you just won't make changes unless you go in there with intensity and intention. And that's how it kind of is for me. You know, as soon as I get the pre-workout poured up and I drink it, my mindset changed just a little bit. Now, it keeps changing and changing and changing when I step in the gym. By the time that I'm ready to hit my first set, my step is on the ground running. My feet are on the ground ready to go. I'm charged up by the time that I get to the first rep of the first set. And then that energy carries itself throughout the duration of the workout. So every time I go up and it's time to hit the weights, the set is up, we're on an exercise, the weights are in the hands, it's go time. And it's pedal to the metal. Now, as soon as that set ends, when I was bulking, I would sit down and rest. Now, or maybe just stand up. Now, I stand up as soon as it's over. You know, even when I was bulking, I wouldn't really sit down, but I wouldn't really pace. Today I was pacing, so I would get done with, let's say, the dumbbell row. I'd set it down, and then I'd walk circles around the bench. Now, granted, the gym is pretty full, so you don't have, you know, a lot of times when you go to a gym, it'll be pretty full. You don't have a lot of room to walk around, but if you just circle the bench, there's going to be enough room for you to circle the bench. Pace, just go circle the bench, keeps your heart rate up, keeps the calories burning, and keeps you in the mindset of being an animal and just being a dog. You're in there and you are a savage predator. No one come near because I am locked in to my zone. And if you come near, I might fucking bite you, you know? Metaphorically speaking, of course, but that's just kind of the vibe you give off. You got to give off that energy that you're in there to eviscerate whatever steps in front of you. And for us, that's the weights. We're in there to absolutely annihilate iron. And that's my mindset when I'm in the gym. It clicks on when I drink the pre-workout, and then it slowly builds until right before I hit that first exercise. And, you know, even sometimes the first set, maybe it's still kicking in gear. Maybe the second step, it's kicking in gear. But that's not a problem either, because then you hit the third step or the third set, and you're even more powerful, strong, ready to go than you were the first two. And then when you feel that, when you're in you start to feel stronger. When the third set feels stronger than the first set, you know that third set, you're in the zone and it's time to go. And then, you know, the rest is history. You guys have seen it on the video. So that's the story. Another thing I wanted to mention was, you know, one guy that always likes to talk to me. He's not from the United States, but he lives here now. And really appreciate, he loves to talk, big talker. I just listen to him, but he always gives me some good wisdom, words of advice from his experiences. And one thing he told me today, he's just inspiration to keep going. He said, never quit. And that's not in my lexicon, but just hearing it from other people saying that they're watching and, they're appreciating what you're doing always goes a long way. So I want to give a shout out to him. Thank you, my brother. You know who you are. We are running it up. We're not quitting. We're keeping it going. We're just ramping up. So that's another thing that I wanted to touch on quickly. We're ramping up, right? So it doesn't matter as much. You want to go as hard as you can at all times. You always want to push the envelope. You always want to go as hard as you can at all times while taking into consideration what your body's telling you. So that's all to say, we're in the beginning stages of a cut that's going to last 10 weeks, 10 to 16 weeks, right? So week 1 is orientation week. We're reading the syllabus. We're getting everything in line. We've ate clean, absolutely clean all week. Tomorrow is Saturday. I don't get my cheat meal, another day of clean eating. And we're getting it ramped up. So now next week or 2 weeks from now, I'll be doing the cardio, the sauna, and the lift as hard as I can. No problem whatsoever. I'll have built my wind, my bodily resilience to train in a different way in order to lose body fat rather than gain muscle. Because over the last 7 weeks, I guess 10 weeks, over the last 10 weeks, because I did the bulk for 70 days, technically 77 days, 11 weeks, I was in bulk mode. I was in eat as much as you can, lift as hard as you can, and sleep as much as you can. Now I'm in more of a mode where it's burn as many calories as you can, consume as little calories as you can, while maintaining proper protein intake. So it's a whole different system that you have to get plugged into, and it takes a little bit of time for the switchboard to turn the dial all the way to the cut. So that's why I'm not concerned. I have been tired. I have been feeling beat up. I'm not worried about that because I know what's going to come around and I know what kind of beast that I'm going to turn into, but it takes a little bit of time. You guys got to appreciate that. All this stuff is a marathon, not a sprint. So when you're taking a little bit of time, take a little bit of time, but always ensure that you're taking the next step forward. That's really the most important part of the whole thing is, every single day, take a step forward. Now, some days taking a step forward might mean having a rest day or sleeping a little bit longer or, just dialing back a little bit on something in particular. But as long as it's within the plan, with intention, and within reason, if it's taking that step forward, and that's something that you got to ask yourself, is this taking a step forward or are we going back? And also, full transparency, there are going to be days where you take a step back, but the emphasis and what we are trying and striving to do has to always be forward. So if you have enough days where you're taking steps forward, the ball starts rolling, the momentum picks up, and then we are playing with fire. And the snowball's rolling downhill, the avalanche is starting to come down the mountain, and before you know it, you're looking better than you ever looked in your entire life. And that is a sweet thing to think about, and all it takes is a handful of weeks of solid discipline. You can count it on your hand how many weeks it's going to take, and I'm already almost 1 week down. So it is amazing. You guys are going to see the entire transformation in your, beautiful black box of a phone or computer that you watch your videos on or these videos on, and it's going to be spectacular. So we're going to open it up. We're going to start, I think that once we get in this cut as well, I'll have more energy. We'll start talking about some other topics. Maybe we'll get into something more clever, drop some further wisdom about something else. We'll see. We'll see where the journey takes us, but for now, it's going to take me to bed. Appreciate you guys for watching. We're back tomorrow, all intents and purposes. Leg day tomorrow. But no promises. You know how it goes. But hey, leg day tomorrow. We'll see you then.